Alright, we are in. There he is, the fun begins. My tricks and traps. See who wins. Yeah, sure. She's always doing that. So let's get the first jiggy. Let's get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Hey, it's the jiggy. Go and find a picture with a piece. So it's kind of like Super Mario with stars instead. That bird just ate that puzzle piece. That can't be good for intestinal stuff. That's got to be bad. Well, I suppose normally he'd put it in his backpack, but since the bird is in the backpack, now the bird is the backpack. So the bird has to eat that crap. I don't know. But let's go on to the first level. So this is where Mumbo's mountain is. So we climb up here, and this is what we do with the puzzle pieces. He'll tell you here. Get on the stand. Well, I will when you're done talking. I want to get that in the video. There we go. So we can stand on here. Use these pieces to fill in the puzzle. They give you the first one right away, like you could see, so that way you can get into this world and get an idea of how to do this. We already got the piece. Let's put it in. Let's get this going. Press A. Unfortunately, you can't skip the dialogue in this game. You can only hold A and make it go faster. That's it! I know, right? That's crazy. That's all it took. Mumbo's mountain. So let's go in. I'm a witch. Yeah, we know, we get it. Okay. So here's the first world. There's going to be a lot of exposition in this. There's going to be a lot of talking from everybody because they're trying to get you into the game and tell you like everything about everything. So this is Mumbo's mountain. It's not very big, really. I mean, you can see pretty much the whole world just right here. There's just a little bit around that corner. But let's go over here. Got a couple of these gremlin, pink, purple gremlin guys. Boop. Okay, so this is a Mumbo's token. This is what you need to transform. He'll tell you. You cash them into Mumbo. So you find tons of those. They're everywhere. By the last level, you'll have so many extra, it's not even funny. But in this world, there's exactly the amount you need, so it's kind of tricky. So these are Jinjos. They'll tell you here. Yippee! You saved me. Woohoo! So there's 5 in each level. You get a Jiggy when you get them. When you get all 5, there's the blue, the green, the orange, the pink, and the yellow. Well, now you're dead. Okay, so that's those. So now we have the musical notes. Now these you have to collect. There's 100 in each world. And I'll tell you there in a minute, or in a second here. Yep, you gotta collect us to open the note doors, and Bottles will tell you more about the note doors in a while. But let's grab this next Jinjo. Let's go underwater. Now this is what's cool. Well, actually, I mentioned this in the tutorial kind of thing, but I just love the transition because if you listen to the music and then you go underwater, I love that transition, like that, how it makes it sound like if you were underwater. That's cool. I love it. Actually, I should have mentioned that too when we were outside. I'll have to do that when we're outside the world. How when you enter or you get close to like the world entrance, it actually sounds different, which is really cool. How it like changes to the tune of the music. Now this guy's a pain in the butt. He's actually named Big Butt, but he cannot be killed. Oh, he actually got me there. He can't be killed, but he can be knocked out for a little while. If you hit him twice, you can get him to take a little nap. A very angry nap. Run away! So yeah, you can't kill him, but you can knock him out for a little bit. This is... Oops! I messed up the explanation there. That's a honeycomb house, as you can see. If you need some health, you break that open. I messed up the the little dialogue. So let's go up here. Let's collect more of these notes. Okay, so we'll go up here and get the first move, which is the one that's actually required for you to progress through the game. Because without this move, you won't be able to climb up the hill that's in the little lobby. So let's talk to this guy real quick. I think it's a Talon Trot. Yep, Talon Trot will let Kazooie tackle steep slopes, which will be coming useful here. Oh, it sounds useful. Yes, it is. It is useful. Very useful. Especially in the snow level later on. The only thing that sucks about it is the noise that it makes. It makes this constant, the bird makes a constant, which you'll hear in a moment. It's kind of annoying, but you know. Yeah. Okay, so let's get the first Jiggy of the world. There's 10 in each world, which it'll probably tell you in right here. Yep, 10 in each world. And then there's one bonus one, which I'll show you in a minute. There's a switch in each world. Well, actually, I call it a switch. It's a button, really. A button that you need to press, but I don't have the move for it yet. Okay, so yeah, you can leave the world anytime you want, which is kind of cool, but I'm going to collect everything. This is 100%, since it's pretty easy. There's a token, if I remember right. Yep, right here. Second token. We need 5. Here's some eggs. They'll tell you about it too. This is what you can use as ammo. Yep, use this for ammo. There's another move you'll learn in this one that'll teach you that. For Kazooie to shoot eggs. Okay, so here's the third Jinjo. Yay! Yippee, Jinjo! I'm so happy. I'm going to actually run over here real quick. And I'm going to get this move over here. Make a little pit stop inside this ticker hill here. There is a way for you to climb up here. Hey, ugly, don't call me ugly. Get out of here. Oops. If I could hit you. I know this is Ticker's house, but now it's my house. Okay, so there is a way that you can climb up here. I've seen it in like speed runs where you can actually use Kazooie to. It takes like perfect timing, I think. But you're supposed to come back when you're the animal that Mumbo turns you into. So I'm just getting up there just to get the skull real quick. And then I'm going to go over here and learn the move, which is like the butt slam from Mario. What is it, the Beak Buster? Yeah. It's kind of like the butt slam from Mario 64. I've played Mario 64 as well. That was like one of the first games I think I played on 64, but I was never really a big Mario fan. I never really was back in the old days too. Like we had it on NES, but I was always a Legend of Zelda guy. I never really liked Mario that much. And this game, even though it's got a lot of similarities, I like this one better. That's just my opinion. You know, whatever. Some people like Mario's. I like this. I think this did it better. But, you know, this doesn't have like the 2D and stuff. You know, it doesn't have like the legacy like Mario does. But because it's only got the 2 games mostly. What people say. A lot of people didn't like nuts and bolts. I didn't mind it. I just didn't think it really was a Banjo-Kazooie game. I mean, like, they put the characters in it, but I think the building kind of was like, I don't know, they tried something new. I didn't mind it, but it didn't feel like a proper sequel. So here we go. We got enough for the note door. I think this is the only time they actually mention it. I thought they used to mention it all the time, but I think they don't. I think it's just this time they give you kind of like a freebie mention, like, oh, you have enough notes. Other than that, you kind of have to see. So let's get the rest of them here. I think there's just right here. Yep. And then let's do their first little kind of like mini boss here, Conga up here. This big tree. He's gonna throw some, whoops, throw some oranges at me. You have to get him to hit these tiles. Don't touch Conga's blocks. I will touch your blocks. Clever bear, find Conga's gold. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna steal it all. Give me all your gold. Gulp. So I'm gonna steal everything from him. I'm only gonna take I'm gonna steal his orange, I'm gonna steal his jiggies. No, I need this. I need this to feed I'm Robin Hood. Stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, chimp. Chimpy. Fat Baron Bird. Jeez, I give you food and you call me fat? Get out of here. So, here's my third jiggy, I believe. And then we'll learn to shoot eggs. Do that to take out Conga. You get another jiggy from him when you hit him a few times. This is the switch I was telling you about. So if we go up here, this will be the 4th. Yep. So here's the witch button. Find one in each world. It'll give you an extra jiggy for the layer. So there's 100 jiggies total, 900 notes, because there's 9 worlds, 100 notes per. But then there's there's 10 jiggies in each world, but then there's also 10 outside the worlds as well. Because they give you the first one, and there's 1 per world, so it's 10. So 100 total. But yeah, this is where you learn the beetle breath. Yeah, this is where you learn to shoot the eggs. The ancient way of the eggs. Because apparently, bird Bird and eggs, but she doesn't know how to do it. And she doesn't know how to fly either. You have to learn how to fly from a mole. Like, what the heck kind of... You took your bird card away. Shoot from behind. It's kind of funny, too. I can do that real quick and show you. It does a little farty noise. Carry 100 eggs! Until you get the cheat. There's actually a Cheeto cheat that you can get where you can carry twice as much eggs and feathers, and I'll actually go after that too later on. Don't get that till later. So it gives you 50 eggs. Yes! There's nothing more that I can teach you. Good. Now get out of here so I can play the game. Okay. See ya. So if you... Ah! Caw-caw! Me safe here. No, you're not. Bear can't hit Conga. How about this? Haha. Throw your oranges at me. Punk. You can hit me from here? Whoa! Oops, yep, you got me. Yer. Yer. And he sounds like a camel. Beat Conga. Give prize to bear. Good. Give me all your lunch money. Okay. Doom doom. That bird's intestines must be all jacked up. His stomach. Anyway, let's go up here. Let's go up all the way. Let's go back to the place where we were before. Because I've just about made full circle. The majority of the stuff will be up here, so we'll use the move that they taught us here to bust these houses down. We just come here and we wreck everything. We destroy. We beat up. We just destroy like everything in our path. Look at this. Let's just destroy a village. We beat up an ape. We steal from him. We beat him up. Break houses. I guess the only good thing we kind of do in this one is free the Jinjos. Seems like everything else we do is kind of destructive and horrible. So is this... Yep, that's the last one. So there we go. So there's the Jiggy. Jinjo! Do 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 do. Go! Go! So here we go. Smash the rest of these houses. That's an extra life. I'll take it. And then this is a Jiggy. Do 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 do. So what are we looking at? 6 now? Is that 6? Yep. Okay, so we're just about done. So this one, we Juju. Are you good Juju or bad Juju? So blue stones. See, that's kind of like the eggs kind of come into play as a trivia, or like not really trivia. What is it? Like a kind of answer to a lot of the things, like a problem solver, I guess. It's like a lot of things that they'll say something similar, like they call them blue stones. I think the other one calls them pebbles, but it's eggs is kind of the answer to almost everything. So this one we don't want to destroy him all the way. We want to use him to get up to the honeycomb piece. There's 2 in each world. That's the first one for this one. So let's see if I can... Oh, what? That went in. Oh, no, that was just an angry shot. Okay, so let me time it. That went in. What the heck is going on? Let me get closer. Let me get right up in his mouth. There we go. Gulp. Okay, so this is the 5th one. There we go. So now we have enough, but I'm going to climb up here real quick. Get this Jiggy. Aha. Okay, so now we have 2 left. So what I think I'm going to do is turn into the animal and get the rest that way. So here's Mumbo. This is Mumbo Jumbo. He's the greatest shaman of the game. That's what he said. He tells you. But let me see. Is there anything up here worth getting? Some eggs. Nah. Yeah, he'll tell you. He's the one that turns you into. He's not in every level. I think the next 2 levels he's not even in. He doesn't show back up until the 4th world. But yeah, this one he helps you out. You need him to get everything in worlds. There's actually one world later down the line where it's required to turn into the thing to progress through the game. You can't even finish the game without turning into the thing one time. So let's see. Yep, go in here, press it. We'll do his Ikumbokum. There you go. Now I'm a ticker, or a little termite. Yep, free to change back. What I'm actually going to do is go outside the world as the termite. You can go outside for a little bit. There's a little bit of a stretch on it, but then it turns you back, which is what I'm actually going to do because I need the ticker to get the Jiggy up there. You don't need to. I've seen people jump up there as the bird, like using the bird tell and trot thing, but I'm not going to do that. So let's see. Actually, I'll leave that one. Let's go up to this one first. So there's one at the top. Like I mentioned before, I was going to turn in the ticker and do it. They're going to... Oh yeah, I killed that guy. I was going to say, yeah, they comment on your shorts and your backpack and say like, hey, where'd you get those shorts? Or I want your backpack, give it to me. And then you just ignore them and leave. Yeah, like this guy here, he's like, where did you get those shorts? I'm not telling you. They're not your size, they're bear size. Except, yeah, if you didn't notice, yeah, you are still wearing the shorts and the backpack as the animal. Give me that backpack or else what? I'll come back as my bear friend and beat you up. You don't know I'm the same person. Even though I'm wearing the same clothes. Go up. So let's climb up here, get this. Yay! No fall damage. Okay, so right in this little nook above the water here is the second honeycomb piece. Yes. So now this should be all that's left is right here. So let me make sure I'm getting high enough to the toppest. I'm not even making up words. The highest shelf. The toppest shelf. So let's get up here. Yep, and just make sure I don't miss one. 9 more. So this is the last Jiggy of the world. Usually you do like a little bow thing, but because I'm the termite, it's not going to happen. He does like this little bow and everything, which you'll see actually when I get the note door. So here's the last of the notes, and I believe they give you an extra life when you get all the notes. There we go, and now this world's complete. This one's a pretty fast one. I'm sure if you speed run it, it would be a lot quicker. Doesn't take very long to do. So now that I'm the ticker, I'm going to climb up this little rock thing and get that. So that's the second Jiggy of the outside. And also, I think she even mentions it too. Whenever you go into a world, they actually they kind of bleed out of the world. So like this area here, the bad guys of that area will spawn. And here's where he'll come in and say, oh, you know, magic's getting weak. You're going too far. And then you'll turn back. Must go back to bear and bird. Oh no. Yeah, here she goes. When you open a note door or a world door, baddies escape and roam once more. Okay, so yeah, basically she's just saying what. So this is what I was mentioning earlier. Listen, you can hear the music here, which I think is the best track of the whole game. Is this Witch's? I think they call it the Witch's Lair, but it's Grantilda's Lair. It can call, but I think on the soundtrack it's Witch's Lair. But this is what I'm talking about. Listen, if you listen to the music, and then when you get closer, the transition. I love that. I love that transition that they put in the game. How they could do that. And then it goes back to normal. So like when you get next to the world, it turns into like the world version of the theme or the tune, and it's really cool. Just like when you go underwater. But here's the first note door. You'll come across bottles here. He'll probably talk my ear off. Yep, note door sealed by Grantilda with her powerful, magical, musical spells, whatever. Jam jars. There she calling them jam jars again. That's his brother's name, but that's 2 years from now. Well, I mean this game wise. I mean 2 years later when they made the sequel. Yeah, the strength of the spell, yes, I can tell. It's 50. I have 100, so I'm good. To break Grunty's magic. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay, so here we go. We are done with the first world. Made it through the first note door. Let's go to the next one.